Operation Broken Sword has shined a new light on the life of Sikhs living in America and around the world. The multi-agency collaboration netted 17 criminal gang members with origins from India. Among their crimes were acts of violence against the Sikh community. Indian media reported the criminals as representing the Khalistan movement. Meantime, American law enforcement said there was absolutely no connection to those arrested and Khalistanis. I sat down with Dr. Amarjit Singh of the World Sikh Parliament to discuss why state media in India is trying to rewrite history.
That is the time when I left the country to tell this story to the world.
Dr. Singh is talking about the Sikh massacre of 1984, when independent sources say as many as 20,000 Sikhs were slaughtered nationwide. It happened just after a military action was ordered by the Indian government to take control of the sacred Sikh Golden Temple in Punjab. Sikhs worldwide criticized the action, saying it was an assault on their religion and identity.
I thought that being in Punjab, there were two choices, either to pick up the arms and fight back and die, or the other was to accept slavery. The third thing was to get out of the country, come to United States. At that time, United States was not the country as it became after the breakdown of Soviet Union. At that time, United States was the champion of human rights. Certainly, President Nixon, Kissinger era was sympathetic towards Sikhs. And I thought that in United States of America, I'll tell the tale of my people to the opinion makers, lawmakers, and decision makers in this country.
While the violence in 1984 had been building for more than 100 years, a trigger point came on January 26, 1950, when India adopted a constitution that was supposed to agree to promises between ruling parties. Key for the Sikh culture was a guaranteed recognition of their language, religion, and sovereign land, and not to be lumped in under the umbrella of the Hindu religion, something Sikh leaders say had already happened to Buddhism.
We were concerned that our language, Punjabi, our land, our unique faith should not be merged within Hinduism as happened to Buddhism in India. Any student of history will like to know that Buddha, who was born in that part of the world for 1,000 years, Buddhism was the religion of the people. And what happened to Buddhism? If you understand that part of Buddhism, Sikhs were fearing that ultimately we will also become a branch of Hinduism in the end, and our separate identity will be gone. Now, in the Constituent Assembly, where the decisions were being made with a simple majority vote, when Sikhs reminded them of their promises, the popular words of Nehru have said, what Nehru said was, circumstances have now changed. And what not only that they showed their back to all the promises, they have not recognized Sikhism even as a separate religion in their constitution. Article 25B of Indian Constitution clubs Sikhs, Buddhists, and Jains as Hindus.
This sparked a movement by Punjabi-speaking people, mostly Sikhs, to create an autonomous state with independence from India. The movement became the forerunner to the more recent Khalistan movement to establish a sovereign state called Khalistan. Again, actions that started in the wake of the fall of the British Empire in the 1940s. But India's state media is trying to align the movement with terrorists, something Dr. Singh says aligns with similar actions of Adolf Hitler. He says, due to propaganda, a tactic also used by Nazi Germany, the Indian government, led by Narendra Modi and the Hindu Nationalist Party, is trying to sour the rest of the world against Sikhs and the Khalistan movement, which is most recently seen in reports of arrests made in California.
They were giving an impression of German is resurging as a power. It is an economical power. Trains are running on time. Markets are full of people. Life is as usual. Nothing has. But after the end of Second World War, when the gory stories of what the Jews, gypsies, physically handicapped, other people went through, then we said, never again, never again. But I want to say that what India today is, that is what Nazi Germany in the late 1920s. I think the Narendra Modi is just a head of state, but the real policies are made in Nagpur, which is the RSS headquarters, and certainly their slogan of Hindu, Hindi, Hindustan, they are implementing it with the state power. 800 plus channels in India are just pro RSS, any voice of dissent, not only on minorities. Look at even journalists like Ravish Kumar in NDTV and others, those who are relatively fair to tell the people what is happening. Even they have bought those channels like Adani scandal of $125 billion. What happened around, even that was not discussed in parliament. If Rahul Gandhi came up with the accusations on that issue, not only that he was not allowed to speak in parliament, eventually his membership was cancelled through the court. So at this time, media, legislature, judiciary, executive, they all are in cahoots. And what is happening in India is very fearsome.
Now, Dr. Singh wanted to make it clear the Sikhs don't have a problem with Hindus. They simply want religious freedom for everyone, which of course is the same principle America was founded upon. For more in-depth stories and world headlines, check out SatlujNetwork.com. I'm Ginger Jeffries. Thank you for watching. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Break the cycle. Be informed. Satluj Network. Let the truth flow.